Hi, everybody. I'm Adam.
I'm Michael.
And today we're going to talk about The Purge because we're bored in Ohio. Pretty sure I can hear my computer make its little
I think it's called the First Purge.
loading sounds while we talk. Can you hear that?
No, I can hear it a little bit.
I don't think the audience will hear it too much, but
No, it's like a
I don't
little
give a shit.
pitter-patter.
It's called The First Purge.
Yeah. I think
That's
it's called-
a prequel then.
Yeah, it's a prequel to the rest of them.
Okay. Before we get into that,
Yeah.
you chastise me for not seeing movies
All the
that
time.
you think that I should have seen, don't understand why I haven't seen, and then you lose your mind. So last night I came over and we watched Sideways.
Yes, we did.
Would you like to give a little summary of what Sideways is for our viewers that might not be familiar?
Sideways is a film where Paul Giamatti got robbed from his Oscar. He wasn't even nominated,
Is that what it's about?
basically. It's about this guy, Paul Giamatti's character, Miles, who is dealing with all kinds of depression over his 2 years ago divorce from the wife that he still believes he should still be with. He's also a wine connoisseur of sorts, but he's to the point where he's annoyingly kind of a dick about it, very snobbish about it, but it's entertaining that way. Thomas Hayden Church plays his best friend. Well, I guess he's not even really his best friend. He's just his best man. He kind of makes a point of that in the film. But as his best man, he's taken him to wine country for a week to celebrate him getting married, like a big bachelor party for a week. And Thomas Hayden Church's character just wants to get laid again before he gets married. And Paul Giamatti's dealing with all kinds of personal issues and thinking that his friend's an asshole for wanting to get laid before getting married. That kind of sums it up, really.
Yeah. I'd say that's pretty fair. So, it was a good movie. I think Paul Giamatti was as good as he usually is. I don't know what other movies were out that time that
You can't say
he should have
that.
been nominated over other people.
There's that kids movie where he was like inked blue or something the whole time. You're saying he's like he's not a Tom Cruise, man. He's not.
I'm not
Cruise.
saying he's always Paul Giamatti. I'm saying he's always good.
Like in Cinderella Man, good.
I didn't see that.
Jesus fucking Christ!
No, I mean, he's like, he was good in Shoot 'Em Up, and he was playing Elmer Fudd.
He was great in that.
Yeah, and he was great.
Yeah.
He was great in fucking that really shitty Planet of the Apes movie where he was an orangutan.
Yes, he was really good at that too. But what I'm trying to say is, you got to give me this. In this film, he can pull at your heartstrings, man, with just a look. It's still like you can feel.
Do you think it's just because he's got those big eyes?
No, because you can watch him.
I mean, if the eyes are the
live.
gateway to the soul, those are the biggest gates.
It absolutely helps. Okay, but I'm saying his ability to pull from whatever thing in his life has at some point made him sad, as actors do. You can watch him without a cutaway. His eyelids start to get red, and there's just a slight tearing up. And
What if the whole time he's thinking about the time that he dropped his grilled cheese, like cheese down, like when he was like he's gonna put the sandwich together,
or an ice cream, and the ice cream fell off the cone.
Yeah, he's just thinking about that.
It could be child trauma that did that to him, and he's recalling that and making it hurt. Sure. I don't want to know why. All I want to know is he made me believe more than most actors can, almost like Daniel Day-Lewis in just about every film, that he was that character and feeling that much pain from.
Sure.
Yeah. I thought he was excellent in that movie.
So do you like the movie because of him, or do you just like the movie?
I like the meaning of life that they kind of keep hitting you with off and on through the film. It is a bit long, okay?
It's very long.
It is, but it's a
Especially
drama.
when your system kept fucking shutting down.
I apologize.
We turned that 2-hour movie into a 2.5-hour movie.
I don't know what the problem was. It just kept dying on us. Anyway, I loved that it real life things and how you should look at life and how you should keep trying and keep up hope for something, and the pain that you'll experience, but you'll get through it, and the stupid ass mistakes you make, and you get this rich wife married into a rich family, and you're a complete asshole, and that's just the way life works out sometimes for the other guy, you know?
Yeah. The friend doesn't deserve any ending that he gets.
No.
Like, he's a piece of shit.
But he basically gets everything, and
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti may not have anything again.
Which was obvious. Like, they did that contrast on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, because he was like the do-gooder, the try-harder. Like, he's really trying to get this novel off the ground. He does what he has to do to get by, to just live his dream. And meanwhile, his buddy, who was an actor, still writing on his old fame as an actor, like, is about to marry into a rich family. He's still fucking around. And it all works out for that guy.
All works out.
And Paul Giamatti's just trying his fucking hardest and just getting shit on. He's getting shit on for his friend's fucking mistakes.
Yeah. And he's a good...
Which is why this reminds me of me and you.
And Miles, the character, is really a pretty decent guy. Like, when his friend is constantly lying, saying his book is getting published, every time he did it, the reaction on him was, "You're fucking lying again and setting me up in this thing, and it's not true." And he never wanted to go along with it, but he was kind of forced into everything. And he always showed that it wasn't right. That's a lie. You can't do that. You're getting married. You shouldn't be doing any of this shit. He always just, yeah, I don't know. I love that movie. I love it.
It makes me not, like, miss independent films from that era where they have the quirky, stupid music all the way throughout the movie.
Music is annoying.
It felt like a 90s sitcom with how they were doing the music, and that bothered the shit out of me. I think it...
At that time, it wouldn't have bothered you. But yes.
I don't know. Because
No?
at certain scenes, like when it was getting serious, they still had this stupid, like, upbeat kind of quirky music, and I'm like, this is diminishing the mood that you're going for with what's happening on screen.
I think it's because they wanted to keep that dark humor going, and they were trying to keep you just a little bit like, okay, this is really getting me down, but it's all right. There is some funny stuff going on here, and it's really sarcastically funny, and the shit this guy's doing is really fucking bad, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm glad they've evolved. I'll say it was a good movie, but for me, it was more a good movie to watch Paul Giamatti versus a good movie overall. Although I do agree with you about the message of the movie, like the how life kind of ebbs and flows. I think they captured that pretty well with his character.
Yeah.
But moving on to...
well, what would you give that movie?
What would I give the movie?
Oh, actually, two questions.
Actually, wait a sec. I would compare it a lot to Lady Bird in the fact that it didn't seem like anything incredibly new to me. It was very well executed. Did that win an Oscar for anything? Did that win Best Movie, Sideways?
No.
Okay. Well, it didn't deserve
Thomas
it.
Hayden Church was nominated, and
That
Paul
is weird to
Giamatti
me.
was not at all.
That's completely flip-flopped. But it was like one of those where it was probably people thought it was going to be put up for awards, but I don't think it deserved an Oscar for film. Like,
No,
Lady Bird, people were pissed off.
It's completely...
Lady Bird didn't deserve it.
I agree.
Actors and actresses in it, fuck yeah. They got snubbed to hell and back. But
Well, no, the mother got won.
no, she didn't.
I thought she won.
No.
Are you sure she didn't win?
I'm pretty sure she didn't win. I'm pretty sure she didn't win.
But she was nominated.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't remember. We
Lady
talked
Bird,
about
I'm
this.
pretty
I
sure
still
Lady
can't
Bird didn't win a single thing.
remember. I thought the mom won.
No, she didn't.
All right.
Bitch.
So
I'd give it a solid B.
okay, that's fair. Second question on that is, and this is something I want to know personally. If you're flipping through the TV on a Saturday afternoon, just kind of relaxing, and it's on, like on a TV channel, whether there's commercials or not, is that a movie you might just stop and watch a little bit of it because you liked a character or something enough? Or would you just keep moving?
Oh, Kitty. What's wrong? You don't have to go in the laundry room. You don't want to fucking go in there.
You don't want to go in there.
No. That's where we keep the bad things. Would I stop? On a Saturday? No. On a Sunday? Yes.
Is it because Sundays are sad days when people
'cause-
die?
No,
Funerals
Sundays
and shit?
Sundays are kind of, I think of Sunday as a lazy day. And this is not a movie that I'd want to watch on a Saturday where I might want to do shit.
Okay, you know
Eventually
what I
that day.
fucking meant, asshole. I didn't mean...
I'm
You should
taking
waste
you
your
at
day.
specifics. I'm just saying, if I'm like, man, I just want to chill out, and I'm kind of in that mood,
Yeah.
sure. Because it's, like you said, it's not a fast-paced movie. It's a slow movie.
Yeah.
And you got to be in the mood for that.
They would cut some of that
Saturday,
downtime.
I'd watch any James Bond movie that was on TV.
Yeah. I really miss the Roger Moore James Bond movies. Those were fun to me.
Yeah, they did have a little more fun with those.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see who they get after Craig's done.
They seem to be pushing for Hardy.
Hardy, I mean, I think Hardy would be great, but he's old.
I love him though, man.
Oh no, we've spouted our love affair of Tom Hardy throughout
he's gonna be
this
Venom.
show,
It's gonna be Venom.
but he's old. If they want to get a Bond that can do like another 5 movies, they're gonna have to pick somebody younger.
Pierce Bronson wasn't young when he did this. I think he was 40, wasn't he?
I know, and he didn't like Daniel Craig. I think is matching Roger Moore in amount of movies, and he's the first actor taking on Bond to do that many movies again.
I don't. Want
And I
them to
know
do
they
some young
like.
dude.
Well, I mean, if they get the when I say young, I don't mean like in their 20s. I'm like 30s.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's in his 40s.
What about Eldris? You think he's too old too, don't you?
I do. I wouldn't mind them like if they want to do little offshoots of like we do this person for 2 or 3. Cat, we're recording a podcast. She doesn't fucking get it. She's looking for Kara because Kara's been out of town for 2 days. She looks for her. She goes around all
Why
the
don't you
fucking
tell
rooms.
Kara to take her with her?
Oh, that cat does really bad in the car.
Then you just leave it on the side of the road. You
fucking-
stop to pee and
No.
okay, just
No.
just throwing it out
I
there.
love my cat.
Just throwing it.
I know you're weird with animals and don't like them. I like my cat.
All right.
Anywho, I'd be all for them doing a movie with like Idris Elba or Tom Hardy doing like a couple or even one. I don't give a shit. Because I know Christopher Nolan has said he's going to do a James Bond film. If
Yeah.
he did Bond with Tom Hardy once and they'd pick somebody else after that, I'd be fucking for it.
See, I would not be happy about that because I loved Daniel Craig so much. The very first film he did, I'm like, God, I just want to see a lot more of these with him. And I know I would love like Tom Hardy or Eldris, playing him, and then I'd be kind of pissed I only got one movie with him. And then you know what? If they do that, like Daniel Craig's been playing him for so long now, I'm okay if they bring in another actor, right? It's been long enough.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do a one movie pop flip, which is with that one guy who was terrible as Bond, they did one film with him. I can't remember what it
I
was.
don't think I ever actually saw that one.
I think it was between Roger Moore and Pierce Bronson, if I remember correctly, between those two.
I thought it was Brosnan.
What did I say?
Bronson.
Oh, it's definitely Brosnan. I think it was between those two. Like they did one movie trying this guy out. He was
I know they did, what's his butt? What the fuck was that guy's name? But I think he was in for 2. He was in Hot Fuzz.
yeah, and he's also in the Showtime Penny Dreadful.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Did you not watch Penny Dreadful?
Not yet. It's in my Netflix queue.
You'll enjoy,
I have too many fucking shows, man.
You'll enjoy the first season. The second season, you'll be like, God, I don't know if I should keep doing this. And then the third season, you're like, okay, it kind of makes up for it. And then the ending, you're like, God damn it, why did I fucking do this? But it's overall a well
I've
done.
heard it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, Cat, that is not yours.
Are we going to have a podcast about your
God
cat?
damn
Should we
it.
just sit here and commentate on your fucking cat instead?
She's stealing the Velcro straps that fucking
You know what it is?
hold our cords
It's
together.
like children. You don't beat your cat enough. If you beat your cat, it would definitely know not to touch shit.
This is sponsored by Don't Beat Your Kids group. I don't know. I don't know any
Is it
of
that
these
group?
groups.
Oh, now he's leaning over. I'm commentating. He's picking up the Velcro strap. He's put them into his pocket. Now, folks, we're going to wait around and see if this cat now makes its way over and goes to the wrong pocket and looks for the worm.
That's disgusting. Let's move on to what I'm sure is a Shakespearean epic quality film.
Did you see the
First
original?
Purge. I haven't seen any of the Purge movies.
Oh, you'd really like the Ethan Hawke one. The very first one they did.
You know what I did see, though?
What?
An episode of Rick and Morty where they spoofed the Purge.
Don't watch cartoons unless it's SpongeBob.
We've gone over that.
Okay.
So this is the first Purge.
I'm being
prequel.
serious. You should really watch that Ethan Hawke one. It's really good.
Should I watch that one Ethan Hawke vampire movie that we were supposed to go see?
Daybreakers?
Yeah.
I have it on my queue.
I know we were supposed to go see it together, but then you
I
fucked
do that.
me over.
Look, I did. Okay, not fucked you over.
Over a woman. Throwback, Batman 1989.
I did the same thing.
Just talk about
I
the
did
Purge.
the same thing in Clavius and the Gas Mask. I thought you were just quoting, that. And
No.
that broke my heart. Anyway,
Actually, yeah, you did do that.
yeah.
Where we probably owe like the estate of Jack Palance like money for quoting him so many times. So the first Purge, it's prequel, obviously about the first Purge.
Yeah, the first one ever. I mean, do you know the premise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's the Purge Day where all
Once a
crime is
legal,
including murder,
rape, everything for 12 hours.
And it's funny because since I watched that episode of Rick and Morty, I have probably a better gist of the movie than I should.
Yeah.
Because it seems like this is really kind of overseen by like a secret society, almost rich upper class that is weeding out, thinning out the poor and whatnot.
Yeah, except
It's kind of a class warfare.
and it is in a way. The first film did not do that as much. The first film was way different than that. It was just about this family.
Just that premise.
Just that premise. This film is basically, and it seems like it could be a slight exaggeration, but it really isn't. It's basically a big hate crime film.
Okay.
All the actors in the film are African American that are being killed or sought after to be killed. All of them, except for there's a few Hispanics, like 2. And all the people killing them, no matter what the scenario, are all white.
Okay.
All of them.
Well, I mean, that makes sense in our current
It does.
societal
But there are poor
state and political
There are
state.
poor other races that live in these complexes.
Well, think about it. Think about the Purge movies as kind of the new zombie genre.
Okay.
Right? Zombie genre was always about the political environment at the time, kind of the social political environment. It's always kind of a comment on that. That's at least Romero's were.
Oh yeah, right.
So if the first, some Purge movie is about class warfare, if you think about the current socio-political times, race is a big thing. So this is basically a commentary on that.
I'm not saying that this could not be a real case scenario. There are a lot of fucking racist, terrible fucking people in the world. A lot of them. I just wish that they would have implemented a couple of other races in there, even Asians. I don't remember a single Asian in the whole movie. And at the very end of the film, and I'll talk about.
You like diversity in your purging?
Yeah, because it's more realistic.
They should have got ScarJo to play an Asian actress
cool.
to be killed.
I did see Ghost in the Shell.
I know. We'll go over that sometime.
But what really got me, because I did like this film. Oddly enough, I couldn't believe I liked it. My daughter made me go because she loves the Purge movies. So I'm like, all right, I'll take you. But what pissed me off is they kept this very right down the middle. White people are just killing all the Hispanics and African Americans in the poor complex. And they make a statement for really they're doing it because we're overpopulated.
Yeah.
And we should just clean out the lower people that aren't doing anything with their lives or making enough money or the poor. At the very, very, very fucking end of this movie, there's a Because obviously, there's a lifting up thing. People survive at the end.
Yeah.
That's how it always happens. As they're walking down the street saying, we're going to keep up the fight. You have this huge group of African Americans walking down the street. And if you look to the right, in the middle, about 3/4 of the way back, there's this old white dude. And that's it. Just one. And he's just some extra that they said, hey, we need you to walk in here so we get our. It's almost like when people say you put the token African American in a film or in a scene just because you have to do it. There was a token old white guy just walking down the street. I'm like, come on, man. There are plenty of poor everybody in the world. Anyway,
if they wanted to be real on the nose with it, at the end, like when it's no longer Purge Day and that crowd was out there like storming the streets, you see all the same white people that were trying to kill them the night previously in police uniforms.
There were.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little too on the nose.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that you see so many fucked up videos now, and it's really appalling, but...
Like, this literally hits you over the head with how shitty...
It's like, we almost don't even need that. The fucking dash cam videos that we get on the news every night...
Yep.
Are giving me reality.
Yeah,
I don't think people need to be necessarily reminded in a more gruesome sense that the world is shitty.
So, Marissa Tomei plays a scientist.
I forgot she's in this.
She's in it.
Okay.
And the idea of the purge is her idea. It's basically an experiment.
Oh, okay.
She wants to see if they block off a small island, because this is just a small island. Now, when you see the first film with Ethan Hawke, it's United States completely.
Oh, so this first one is Escape from LA.
Yeah. Well...
Or Escape from New York.
Kind of, yeah. So they're on Staten Island, if I remember correctly. And the whole thing is they're going to try it out for this
Statue of Liberty was a big like symbol like in the marketing.
Yes. So what they're... Oh, no, actually, that's the new... That's the one that came out last year.
Oh, shit. What was that?
That's a threequel, the third.
And that was like Election Day or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how many fucking these movies there have been.
Yeah, there's 4 now. But the whole idea was block off a small island, tell these people, look, we're going to do this experiment. We're going to make all crime legal for 12 hours. What would you do? If you do anything, we're going to give you these contact lenses that record everything you're doing. Mm-hmm. If you do anything illegal, we'll pay you more money for it.
So are they testing greed versus morality?
Yeah.
Okay. Greed's gonna fuck.
And it's also for people that want to get that
adrenaline boost.
that thing out of their system, and
like, man, I've always like that bitch cut me off.
Yeah.
Now I always want to just smash into that car.
You could say no. You're not going to take the money. You don't take the contact lenses, and you were fine. And you basically just try to fucking hide in a hole for 12 hours. Or you could leave the island. They would let you leave also. But the people that would not leave and stay, I don't think they were given anything either. But some people just didn't want to leave their homes because you were allowed to loot and take anything and whatever else. So people were staying to protect their shit for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Anyway, this isn't ruining anything. I think even it shows you in the trailer. There weren't enough people purging. That's what they call it. Letting out that aggressive anger.
Oh, so they'd send in like a purge team.
So another guy
Purge Team 6.
who basically works for the NRA and trying to promote more weapons and shit like that.
Okay. Oh, that's even on the nose too.
Yeah. Decides to send in mercs. He doesn't tell anybody, but he sends in mercs as they're supposed to be people that are gangs that live around the city. Mm-hmm. So if they're all white dudes, nothing but white dudes. Some are wearing like KKK shit. Some of them are dressed as policemen. Some of them are just, hoods, whatever the fuck else. Mm-hmm. And then they just go through and just start fucking slaughtering everybody in the poor divisions, no matter what, hitting them all, like just wiping out whole buildings, just killing every fucking body. So the local drug dealer king gets pissed because they're taking over his town and killing off his people, which is then going to affect his money.
Yeah, because he's got to sell all these drugs to these poor people.
Right. So exactly. So
Vicious
he decides
cycle.
He's going to fight back, and he seems to be some total badass from hell. Like he's a young John McClane who's African American, except he's way more muscular and knows martial arts. But basically, John McClane. Oh, and he's a drug dealer, and drug king. Not a good guy. But he is a good guy because he's trying to save the people so he can sell to the people, if you really think about it. Oddly enough, this entire film
this is
is
about,
shot pretty well.
I think it's about legalizing marijuana.
You know what? Yeah. This guy'd be out of a fucking job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that, but oddly enough, I didn't hate it. I mean, I would give it like a C+. I didn't hate it. I thought for sure I was going to hate it. I'm like, this would be fucking stupid. It didn't get good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think it got like 60 some odd % in, the fan base watching it.
Yeah, I always look at the audience review
It was
versus
entertaining.
the critics.
Yeah. There was one long-ass sequence where he hits the lights in the building and the lights would go off and on and off. This went on for like 10 minutes. It should have gone on for like 2 minutes. That bothered the shit out of me. But other than that,
I know somebody was like, I got this really awesome idea.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to milk the fuck out of it. And they were like, this was so great. And everyone else was like, hey, bud, might want to cut down on the epileptic seizure scene.
Oh, and there was some crazy African-American, strung out, really violent, basically serial killer dude also who was in the city. And his name was Skeletor.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. This just popped into my head, given the premise of the Purge movies, having a crossover where the Purge is happening and Judge Dredd comes in.
Yeah, man. It fits.
And he's like, this isn't Law and Order. And like he just starts ending everybody that's fucking doing Purge shit.
I thought you were going to say Running Man.
I mean, Running Man is the Purge turned into a game show specifically around convicts.
Right. How have they not remade that film yet?
That is very true.
They've remade all the other ones. How have they not remade that one? And then, you know what? They could make that pretty fucking good if they get the right director.
They could. Who loves you and who do you love?
Damien. God,
that's right. It is. It's so good. Remember, I could snap your neck like a chicken.
So good. So good.
He's dead tired. I don't think that was the one.
Cool off.
Sub-Zero. Now, Plane Zero. I think that movie alone gave maybe a dozen of Arnold's best one-liners.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Oh, man. Yeah, considering how well The Purge is done, and those movies are super low budget.
Right.
In comparison to other Hollywood films.
Yeah.
Fucking redo The Running Man.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Because The Purge is basically, the one with Ethan Hawke, is basically just shot in one house.
Yeah.
The whole
that
film.
one, if I recall, it was like really, really low budget.
And it was good. It was good. But then again, it's Ethan Hawke. I love almost about anything. I just really like him.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
I dig him.
But Marissa Tomei's character was a wash. I don't even know why she was there. She was almost like not Mary Jane, the grandma, the Aunt May, excuse me, in the Spider-Man Homecoming. Like she was just there. Like she was there.
She was just there for Robert Downey Jr. to like hit on for a second.
Exactly.
Marissa Tomei is an attractive woman.
She is. What's your favorite movie you have of her?
With her in it?
Yeah, I already know mine right off the bat.
Are you gonna say My Cousin Vinny?
Nope.
Wrestler?
That's a good one. I think it's called Untamed Heart.
I haven't seen that.
It's got oh god damn it, what's his name? Christian Slater is the main guy in it.
Broken Arrow?
No. He was raised. He has a baboon heart. When he was a baby, I guess he had a heart problem. He was dying, so they put a baboon heart in him. So he grew up kind of not like he's.
So he becomes Baboon Man.
Slow, very quiet. He's basically
she's Aunt May again.
Janitor. She's a waitress in the restaurant he works, and he's basically the janitor dude who just cleans up, doesn't talk, really shy, whatever. And then one night, she was going to get raped when she left the place, and he saved her. And then she falls in love with him. It's a very sad movie. And it's one of his better films because he barely speaks in it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he's a terrible, terrible actor. He's not. But if you give that man the wrong lines or let him just go too far.
He has a very specific voice and way of talking.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow is a terrible movie, by the way.
It is. It's really bad. He does a lot of voice acting now.
What is he doing?
He shows up on Archer. He has a running character
I didn't know he was
on
on
Archer.
Archer.
And the character's actually named Slater.
Yeah, I was
and it
right.
looks dead on him.
It's Untamed Heart. Look at that shit. I pulled that out of my ass.
There you go.
You should see that movie.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I've seen it a few times. I've rented it a lot.
He did a voice in Rick and Morty too.
I don't care.
I know you don't. You should though.
I'm not watch. I can't do it, man.
I know you can't. I'm not forcing you.
Is it even on replay on anything? Like,
Hulu.
Oh man, I have Hulu.
All 3 seasons are on Hulu now.
How many seasons per how many
like
episodes
10
per season? Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really short.
How long are the episodes?
30 minutes, but of course, if you have the no commercial thing, it's like 22 minutes.
I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch all of them by myself, and I'll discuss how much I fucking hate cartoons.
This is interesting. Well, we'll have to bring KB in for that episode.
No, because then you two are gonna gang up on me the whole time and tell me how fucking great it is.
I feel like I'm gonna need backup for all of your hate.
It bothers me because it's too much. It's blatantly Back to the Future, and it bothers me.
It started off as a Back to the Future parody.
But I'm saying that's what bothers me. Don't be so blatant about it.
It's not as much that anymore when it became like a real series. It's just some crazy old grandpa who's fucked up and is not so smart grandson. I think you'll appreciate some of they do a lot of movie parody stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Purge, and you saw the Freddy Krueger thing.
I still don't get it. I still don't get why you guys laughed so hard.
It's so great. And then they make fun of the Avengers, and that's the one that Christian Slater is in. He plays the Star-Lord type character. Like the whole episode's about him, like them making fun of the Avengers, them doing this tentpole movie. And like he like ends up killing the bad guy and putting the heroes through a Saw experience.
All right, that would be.
It's pretty fucked up.
The idea is entertaining.
Yeah, yeah. So what grade would you give the First Purge?
C plus.
C plus?
Yeah, it was better than I thought it was going to be,
but not as good as Solo.
Oh, for God's sake!
I'm gonna keep using that as a measuring stick. Just because KB like campaigned so hard for us to see it. I still haven't seen it. I'm going to see it when it comes out on digital.
Solo's better. I mean,
I like that you have to say that kind of defeated. It's fucking better.
I mean, it's just they made a movie to make a movie. It's not to make a statement about anything, not to do anything new.
I told you that was my complaint, was that it felt like a cash grab. It was a story that didn't need to be told.
Yeah. And it was blatantly.
Yeah. So, got anything going on?
No, man, I am free for a while. So I'm going to do a bunch of shit around like projects and stuff I'm finishing up.
Play a lot of Fortnite?
Oh, I mean, you're not on, so.
You already play a lot.
I play like
you don't need me.
I play like an hour or two a night if I got nothing else going on. Or no, actually, it's not true. Sometimes I don't feel like playing anything, and I'll sign on to get my daily and then just watch movies.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Sometimes I get burnt out, and I have to pace it, or I'm gonna hate it. Kind of like Overwatch. I can't do that shit anymore. I can't.
It's fine. They put a hamster in it. That got weird.
My brother's gonna pull us back in just so he can play that hamster for a while.
I'll play it tonight, just to go back to it and see.
No, you won't. You're not gonna waste your Thursday reset on that.
No, I'll weasel in a Tuesday.
All right. Well, if you do that, then I'll just because you're weaseling it in, I'll.
Me.
What about you?
Me. As you can see, and our audience can't, I have a shit ton of Lego sets to build.
We should take a picture of this for your photo this time.
No one's gonna. They're gonna think the episode's about Lego. I could do like an album thing and be like,
I could put like a title on it and says, "This isn't what it's about. This man's a dumbass," and then you could post it.
You're an idiot.
Just
I posted this on my Lego Instagram. Got a lot of likes. Yeah. But I do want to do another time lapse build and post it on my Lego YouTube channel. Beyond that, I downloaded a new piece of software on the iPad Pro called Affinity Designer, and it's a vector-based program. It's supposed to be really good, and I want to try that out.
It'd be nice if you did something.
Fuck you. I told you I tried out that Adobe Project Rush thing.
Oh, this isn't the same thing?
No, this is an vector art for the iPad Pro.
And what can you do with it?
Like anything in vector, like you can do vector cartoons.
So it's like Illustrator?
Yes, but it seems kind of cooler, in my opinion.
Was it free?
No. No, of course not.
Oh, all right. Well, I like free stuff.
I know you do. Fucking cheap bitch. That might have been a little harsh.
That's how you've been with me all day today.
That's fine.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us enter your eardrums and letting our sultry voices slowly make our way.
Get on with it, fucker. Jesus Christ.
Thanks for letting us all up in you. Until next time, we're bored in Ohio. You let me fucking go on as long as I want to.
Why are you rubbing your eye?
My eye itched. Am I not allowed to fucking touch my eyes? No one can
You're
see me.
You're staring at me, rubbing your eyeball.
Yeah.
Looking like a fucking insane person.
I don't want you to think that I don't care about you or that I'm not paying attention to you. So I stare at you when you talk. It's a polite thing to do.
No, when you have to rub your eye, you kind of look up in the sky and that little face, kind of like that Robert De Niro face.
No, maybe I'm rubbing my eye and staring at you, hoping you'll give me some sympathy. Like, oh, something wrong with your eye? You need some drops or something? No, instead you're like, make it all into a creep factor.
Rub some dirt on it, bitch. 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 Some dirt on it, bitch.